I'm not gonna say it on camera.
Are you done?
Yeah.
On camera, break the noise, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, the quotient powers of property. Quotient. Property, not property. Property. Someone give me a base. 5 to the 6th. I'm not drawing out 10 of them. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And give me another one. 5 to the less than 6.
4.
So that is 5 to the 6th over 5 to the 4th. Cross out, cross out, cross out, cross out. It becomes 5 to the. Or you could just say, hey, I'm going to do 5 to the 6 minus 4, which is 5 to the 2nd. That's your quotient of powers property, right? Or propenty, however you want to read it. Right there. Hold on to yourself.
Can we go through one? Can we go through like a problem?
Yeah, we're going to go through one.
I think that one has blood on it.
Let's go page 18.
Page 18.
Yep. What do I do with that? What does it worth
Oh
power?
wait, I know what it is.
Like that?
Do it. No, do 7 5 times.
Like that?
Yeah. Nope, around the. No.
Around negative.
We know what it is. Why are you taking so long?
Like that?
Not the 4.
Oh,
There.
like that. Yes, it does make a difference where you put the parentheses. Because this is the base, this is the base. If you put the parentheses around the 7 and don't have this one, then 7 is the new base. And it's the 4th power and it's negative, which it may or may not be negative at the end of it. It depends on how many times you're multiplying. Yeah, sure, you can do that during my class.
It didn't even work.
So
Um,
we can't sharpen pencils during the class?
If I'm teaching and it's interrupting them, no.
Oh, so I okay.
Just ask in the future, okay? Cool. What about 5 over 8 to the 6th power divided by 5 over 8? Arlia.
Hang on 1 second, I'm still writing it down. Okay. I got kinda lost.
I lost. I'm a super now.
She said I got kind of lost.
And
Not I am.
it kind of
lost.
works.
It doesn't.
Or not my name is lost. She said I got.
Okay, so if we're doing that,
No clue?
no clue.
You go back to this.
Doing that?
You can put 5, 8, all that many times if you want.
Okay.
But think, every time you have a 5 eighths on the bottom, it's gonna cross one of them out. Or you can say 5 eighths, 5 eighths, well, you can put 5 over 8 here. Put the new powers there, top one minus the bottom one. Works every time. What?
I was just talking out loud.
Oh, okay.
So is it 5/8 with the 6 over it? With the parentheses around the 5/8. Yeah. No,
That's the final answer?
no.
Well, that's what this is. It's divided by 5 eighths to the 1st power. So what's the next thing you'd have to do to figure it out?
Divided.
Well, it's already divided.
Put it over 5.
Like this?
I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point.
Yes, you want to do it like this so you can actually see, hey, I have one over the other. 6 minus 1 is,
6 minus 1 is 5.
and you can, that's what the quotient powers property tells you. That if you can have one base over the other one, and the bases are the exact same, you can subtract the powers. Because think about it, this is 5 eighths, 5 eighths, 5 eighths 6 times, and then one 5 eighths on the bottom. those cancel each other out because multiplication, if you have a 5 ace over a 5 ace, any number over itself is 1, so they cancel each other out, and then you have 5 extra ones left, which makes 5 ace to the 5th power.
The parentheses around 5
Oh, okay.
I just wasn't registering it and then.
That's okay, I'll test you again. Negative x to the 6th power divided by negative x to the 3rd power. Arlie again.
Okay. It's negative x to the 3rd power.
I got it.
With the parentheses around the negative x.
Wanna know a fun fact though? It actually technically is this. If you simplify it, because think about it, it is negative x times negative x times negative x. Those two make a positive, and this is a negative, so it's x times x times x, x to the 3rd, and it's negative. So technically, if you would have said negative x to the 3rd, you would have had the right answer, but it's just the understanding that, like think, if you would have had it times another negative x, well, then it would have become positive, and then it would be, instead of negative x to the 3rd, it would just be x to the 4th. But you keep your base the same because that's the unsimplified version of it. And if I were to ask you to simplify it all the way, then you would do this. Basically, if it's got an even number, if it's to an even power, the negatives cancel each other out. If it's to an odd number, think about it, even if it's to the 7th power, you've got pairs of 2's that are canceling each other out. 2 canceling each other out, 4 canceling each other out, 6 canceling each other out, 7 has got one extra one. So you know that final answer is going to be to a negative. It is going to be a negative number, not a positive number. If it's to an even number, then you got a positive answer. If it's to an odd number, sorry, even number, no, odd number you got negative, even number you got positive. What's up?
Can I go downstairs and get a pencil?
What?
All my pencils are broken.
Did you just break one right now?
Thank you.
All right, anyone's up for grabs on this one. No, that's not the final one right there.
Parentheses negative P3. Well, negative P parentheses 3.
The 3rd power? Yep. Let me see if I want to use those. Alright, the other thing is, do I want to see this? Is this a simplified version? The simplified version would be what? Yeah, without the parentheses. And is it negative or positive? Negative, why? Yep. On the assignment, is it going to ask you to simplify it?
Maybe?
Yes.
So no parentheses.
No, you don't want parentheses on the final one. So if it has, let me see, if there's another one I want here. Bummer they're not throwing that at you yet. What if I have negative p to the 2nd? I don't want second, I want negative p to the 6th divided by negative p to the 4th. What does that become?
Negative p to the 2nd.
Like that?
Are we simplifying it or no?
What did I just ask?
Negative P times negative P.
Positive.
What?
Wait, it's just p to the 2nd.
Yes, it's just p to the 2nd. Why?
Negative times a negative.
If you
equals
think
a
it
positive.
should be negative p to the 2nd power, but it's to an even power, so the negatives are going to cancel each other out, so this is positive, which just means p to the 2nd is what you should have for your all the way simplified answer. You guys want to go over more of those, or can you remember, hey, negatives, what?
If I have to even, then it's positive. Okay.
Yep. Odd is negative because you've got that one, if they can pair up, the negatives cancel each other out. If they can't all pair up, which odd numbers, you're gonna have pair, and then you're gonna have one lone one at the end. That will make them odd. Alright, last thing, page 20. Simplifies the expressions, right triangle and exponential notation. H to the 6th A2, H 6 A squared divided by H to the 5th A to the 1st. So you do the same thing, move these underneath here, cancel that out. You're gonna get H to the 1st, K to the 1st, or you could just say HK. It's not very much different. The only thing is you gotta remember that you can move stuff around. I'll do one more. Guys, practice 15, then you guys can start. 63 x to the 9, y to the 7 over 9 x to the 3rd, y to the 4th. Solve it on your paper. When you're done, you can start.